Happening, Jordan Spieth winning the Pebble Pro Championship in California. Yeah, that's his favorite surface anyway. So you definitely
basically no news. But we know Jordan. Particularly after winning that major, we expected so much from him.
We expected him to kick on,
to sustain the momentum, go on and on. But he didn't give us that, because it's obvious, success is difficult to sustain it.
Is very
particularly
hard.
when you win, everybody wants to beat you. But as Cecilia rightly said, he loves playing here, and then he came and showed some class, and then.
Actually showed a lot of class.
That's right. It is.
We went into Saturday. After the third round, he had a 7-shot lead. And by the time they got into the last round, the other guys gave him a good run for his money. The lead was cut short to about 3, so about 3. But he held on, which is what good players do. For me, Jordan Spieth, I'm not in a hurry to actually start, putting him under pressure. He's still a very young player, still 23 years of age. So he still has a long way to go. He still has a lot of experience to gain as he plays more on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way he was able to. He carded about 2 under 70, and the total was 17 under of 268.
And
that's perfect for him.
Yeah, it was a bit of history as well, too, because with that victory, he becomes the first player since Tiger Woods to win 9 times on the PGA Tour before the age of 24. I was talking about his age the other time, Austin.
Awesome. So, and that can actually be good motivation for him, Maybe pressure stepped in, when he won the major. Maybe we expected so much from Spieth also. Maybe. And particularly at this competition where you have the world #1 participating, and it was having a disappointing event. But he went on, as you said, he was pushed, but then he stayed on and went on to win. That's what it means to be a class.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah, let's go and listen to Jordan Spieth. Now he's been reacting to his victory at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am events.
It was a lot of fun. It's great to have your name anywhere around this place. The greats of the game all have theirs here. So it was a bucket list type win. For me, this was as well as I've struck the ball closing a tournament, I think, ever. I kind of make it interesting, unfortunately, in the past, and I stayed true to hitting greens. This is the most greens in regulation I've ever hit on a Sunday with the lead. And to be able to come in and not really stress, and just the only stress I had was why the birdie putts weren't going in. That's awesome. I can take that going forward. Got a lot of confidence in my putter back this week, and it wasn't far off. I knew it wasn't. It was just a matter of one goes, they all start going, the hole looks bigger. So that fortunately happened. Going from one of my favorite courses in the world to one of my favorite this next week to try and carry on this momentum as we dive into the season.
Okay, welcome back. Still Channel Sport this morning.
That's right.
Jordan Spieth. Austin, let's spare a couple of minutes for Tiger Woods now. I mean, he made his return just last week, and we had, my expectations were not too high. But it looks like the injuries have resurfaced again, and he's going to be out. He's missing 2 tournaments already that he's pulled out from. What's going on?
I think he felt when he was talking at that time when he came back, in Dubai, he says recovery was kind of brutal for him.
Yeah,
he felt he wouldn't be able to get up from the bed. At times, he felt he can't get up from the bed, and even play golf again and all that. But when he came to the Dubai Desert Classic, we felt, okay, here's one here. This would be a good way for him to start.
Twice,
But somehow, I don't know where the injury came in from. And he's pulling up.
It's
the back.
That back right there.
You talked about that nerve, that nerve pinch or something like a pinch. And whenever it's an injury when you don't even know when you will be fully fit again.
Cecilia.
But I think for Tiger Woods, when we were reading, about him, the kind of, exercises he was doing, he was involved in and all that, I felt he really didn't need that, as a golfer. I understand you need to keep fit and all, but those extreme exercises and all that, you don't really need that.
They were recommended. This guy is a professional, and he has a medical team.
He's not just doing it.
Maybe he wants just the same exercises that the NBA players are doing and all that, and which is not the same.
Recommended.
Recommended. That's the word, Cecilia. And it's probably not the same routine, but bottom line, this back is not willing to back Tiger's progress, because, Tiger Woods, we expected him to come back, give us some reasons to talk about him. He was actually, turbocharged, but maybe he's not really just telling us the real condition of this back, but just wants to keep playing golf.
Because the reason I've even mentioned Tiger is because of these other guys that are on fire. Jason Day, Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, even the guy that came second behind
Kelly Craft.
You know, so there are a lot of guys on tour playing amazing golf at the moment, and I'm thinking those Tigers still have a role to play in professional golf. You know, bearing in mind everything he's been through in the past 2 years.
Because we just like talking about Tiger. Because I mean, if we talk about golf, we want to talk about Tiger. But that's the story. Let's just wish him all the best. We'd like to see Tiger will swing again and play some good golf. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Let's use this time to bring you into all of what we'll be doing on the show this morning. You can talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. You can email us. Yes, you can. It's Sports this morning at channelstv.com. What are you talking about? We started talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Do you know the story of Match Day 8? You don't know? Walk with us. We will tell you. Use the hashtag if you know the story. Use the hashtag MPFL to talk to us. Plateau United, the unbeaten run has ended. It's ended in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Let's get on with the show now with hashtag CAF Champions League. Cecilia says, pretty impressive start for our Nigerian team. The Wiki Tories lost away at Sierra Leone, but there is a second leg. Let's use the hashtag CAF Champions League, CAF Confed Cup, hashtag Lagos City Marathon. Were you part of those that couldn't come out of your homes on Saturday because of the marathon? It's all love. It's for sports. Let's play for the love of the game. Hashtag Lagos City Marathon. We will be reviewing that, event and see ways we can get better next year. Hashtag EPL. Chelsea fans, we want to hear from you this story. What a story. It was Burnley. Well, we're talking about it. I love Chelsea fans. This is going to be an easy ride. But Burnley showed some character, pushed Chelsea all the way, and it ended 1-1. So much to talk about, guys. We witnessed the Lagos City Marathon, and Cecilia, we will talk extensively about it. But I know, what was it like for you?
I think it was spectacular because, when I was watching it, just looking at it and see the massive tournament and everything, you wouldn't even know that it's the second edition. You'll be thinking this marathon has been holding in Lagos, not knowing that it's just the second time they're holding it. And the good thing is that it was a kind of, how do I put it down? A kind of a great difference between what happened last year and also this year.
An improvement with the water.
Precisely, with the water breaks and all that, having a different ports and everything. But they can also, there's so much to improve on. But the good thing is that the turnout, people lining the streets, actually waving and all that, showing love to those ones. We'll go on the break now. We'll come back. We'll talk more on the Lagos City Marathon.